Well, everyone, this is Peter Brown to look at your weather for the next 7 days. Here we are heading in towards the end of June and the start of July. I know it's hard to believe that we are now in the midst of summer. And as we start our period on Friday, we should be seeing temperatures at this time of the year in the mid 80s, and it's going to be a good 10 degrees cooler than that, actually, starting out our period on Friday. I know a stark contrast from what we've been seeing over the past week or so here in the Burlington area, where we saw temperatures at the start of the work week in the upper 90s to around 100. And we are going to be introducing those showery and unstable conditions back into the picture again. Yes, last weekend was the first weekend in about 4 months that we actually did not have any precipitation. Looks like that's changing. Looks like the wet Saturdays are back here to stay again with us. As we get towards the end of the period and towards next Thursday, just before the start of the 4th of July weekend, we should be seeing temperatures at this time of the year. Again, in the mid 80s. We're just about at the peak of our high temperatures now for this time of the year now. We're going to be kind of trailing off as we get towards the next few weeks or so, but still some really nice warm weather coming out. And we're going to see temperatures probably going to be right around average as we round out the period. And of course, as we start to get into summer, that does mean that our day length is going to start getting shorter. Those sunsets are going to be happening earlier in the evening. They are at their absolute maximum right now. But as we go over the next couple of weeks or so, you will start to notice the sun setting a little bit earlier each night as we head in towards July. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the Climate Prediction Center is calling for us in terms of temperatures and precipitation over the next 7 to 10 days. Now, they are calling for us to have a good chance of above average temperatures. We may see that at the start of the work week coming up, but after that, I think we're going to trail off a little bit. It's going to be much closer to average, maybe a little bit below average. And we're also going to see those rain chances, we think, increasing as they are expecting us to have above average precipitation yet again as we head through the next 7 days. So as you go ahead, let's take a look at those 7 days of weather coming up. And again, starting out your weekend, Friday and Saturday, I know here come those showery conditions back into the picture again. Temperatures pretty cool out there. In fact, on Saturday, I think we're going to be struggling to get out of the 60s. I think Saturday, it's going to be pretty cloudy out there. I think it's going to be pretty tough for even the sun to poke through a little bit. It might, but I think it's going to be a pretty chilly day out there for late June standards. As we get into Sunday, it's going to be a beautiful day, we think. Sunny conditions out there, temperatures in the low to mid 80s, very pleasant. Now, as you head back to work on Monday, we're going to see a little bit of heat come back into the picture, temperatures getting up into the upper 80s to maybe around 90 again. But after that, we're going to see some showery conditions enter the picture and some unsettled weather again as we see a couple of weak low pressure centers. We know we saw a lot of this over the past spring here in the Burlington area. It looks like that's going to be happening again, and those temperatures staying in the upper 70s to around 80. So everyone, get out there, enjoy the weather, and have a great week.